I'm once again here on the Blue Mountain and Reading Railroad, but unlike the past times I came here, we're not at Port Clinton, Leesport, or Reading's Outer Station. We're at Schuylkill Haven on the Reading and Northern's Pottsville branch. Schuylkill Haven is having their annual Borough Days, and the Reading and Northern runs a train for them. It runs from Schuylkill Haven to just past Port Clinton and return. This year, the train is going to be pulled by newly restored Reading locomotive 2102, which I've seen 2 other times this year. First on its maiden excursion, and the second when it double-headed with locomotive 425. But this is going to be our first time riding behind it. While I'm waiting to board the train, why don't I tell you guys a story? Yeah, that'll pass the time. It's not fair. It's not fair, grumbled Larry. Why am I being removed from branch line duty to show around a new engine? It may seem unfair, said his driver, but this engine is coming to do your old mainline jobs, so it would make perfect sense for you to train them. Besides, Kevin's looking after your branch line, so you know Penny and Kennedy are in good hands. Larry couldn't argue with that. So who's doing Kevin's work, he asked. Julie, he answered. Larry knew who Julie was. Julie was a 210-2 locomotive that mostly worked on the Spring Valley division, but was brought over to the Otisville division to help the other engines. A few moments later, Larry heard a whistle. It was the new engine. Hello, said the new engine. I'm Jocelyn. Are you Larry? Yes, I am, Larry huffed. What are you going to be showing me? Asked Jocelyn. Well, I'm going to show you how to do my jobs. Jocelyn frowned. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't want to put anyone out of a job. You're not putting me out of a job, replied Larry. I just got promoted to run my own branch line. You have your very own branch line? Jocelyn asked. Yes, I do. Can you tell me how you got it? Well, said Larry, a little unsure, I suppose I can. Well, for the most of the day, Larry tried his best to stay grumpy. But by the end of the second day, Jocelyn had won him over, and the two were chatting like old friends. That very same afternoon, Skip the farmer was having issues with his tractor. No, come on. But it was no use. The tractor coughed, sputtered, and stopped. Well, this is just great, said Skip the farmer. He called Mr. McCormick. And the next morning, he sent Fredrick up to the farm to collect the tractor and to take it down to Denville. And Mr. Egan had sent Julie to pick it up and take it to the repair yard. With the help of the wrecker, the tractor was transferred from Fredrick's flat car to Julie's. Don't worry, Skip, said Julie. I'll have your tractor back as soon as possible. I hope you do, Julie, said Skip. I need my tractor to make money. Soon Julie was on the open line. She was stopped at a station. Alyson has broken down on the branch line, said the station agent. We need Julie to go get her and bring her back here. No problem, replied Julie. Julie didn't want to take the farm tractor down the branch with her, so she placed it in a siding near some gondolas. It'll be safe here, she thought. After Julie left, Larry and Jocelyn arrived. They were due to take the scrap train together, but Larry was informed by the tower operator that he would have to go and rescue Alyson's stranded passengers. "You should be all right," said Larry to Jocelyn. "The scrapyard is down the line just past the next station. If you do run into any trouble, there will be engines along the way to help you." "Thank you, Larry," puffed Jocelyn as Larry steamed away. Jocelyn switched tracks and coupled onto the scrap train. As her fireman connected the air hoses, he remarked, "This tractor still looks like it's in good shape. I wonder why they would get rid of it." "I'm pretty sure whoever is getting rid of it has their reasons," said Jocelyn. Once everything was ready, they set off. Now, Larry has taken Skip's tractor to the repair shop many times, and had he been with Jocelyn, he would have immediately recognized it. But Jocelyn, being new, of course, wouldn't recognize it. It wasn't long until Julie arrived back at the yard, surprised to find the tractor gone. "That's funny," she said. "I could have sworn I left it here." She then noticed Geraldine pushing some empty rock cars. "Geraldine," she called, "do you know what happened to the gondolas that were left here?" "Yes, I do," replied Geraldine. "Jocelyn just took them. She's on her way to the scrapyard." Julie felt the water in her boiler run cold. "Oh no, I have to stop her." And without another word, she raced off out of the yard. "I don't understand what the big deal is," said Geraldine, puzzled. "It's only scrap metal." Julie raced down the line. "Steady, girl, steady," called her driver. "I have to get that tractor back. I have to," Julie called back. Julie couldn't have known that Jocelyn had stopped up the line unexpectedly because some lumber had fallen off a passing freight train. Julie rounded the bend and saw the caboose ahead. "Oh no!" she cried and shut her eyes. Her driver applied the brakes, but it was too late. Jocelyn was surprised as she lurched forward. Luckily, all the conductor received was a bump on the head, but he wasn't seriously hurt, and only the rear wheels of the caboose had came off the rails. "Julie," said Jocelyn, surprised, "what are you doing here?" "You have something that belongs to me." Jocelyn was still puzzled. "What are you talking about? Larry and I were due to take this scrap train before he got called away." "I'm talking about the tractor," Julie said. "I was supposed to take it to the repair shops." Jocelyn felt silly. "I'm sorry." "It's all right," smiled Julie. "You couldn't have known." Once the lumber was cleared and the flat car switched out of the scrap train, Julie set off on her way once more. Julie felt very happy when she finally reached the repair yard. When she returned to Denville, Skip was very relieved. "Thank you, Julie," Skip said. "I need my tractor to make money. What ended up taking you so long?" Julie then explained about Alyson breaking down, and Jocelyn, and the scrap train. Skip chuckled. "It might have been better if you had let them scrap the tractor." "Why?" asked Julie. "Because if they scrap it, I can collect the insurance money and get another tractor." Well, Fredrick and Julie couldn't help but to laugh at that. The Reading and Northern began operations on the old Pennsylvania Railroad Schuylkill branch from Temple, just north of Reading, to Hamburg. It was mostly operated as a tourist line with 425, the 2102, and several diesels that were owned by the Reading Historical Society. In 1990, when Conrail wanted to rid itself of the Reading lines in the coal regions, Andy Muller stepped up to operate them, and the railroad became the Reading, Blue Mountain, and Northern. The R&N's main line runs from Reading all the way north to Pittston. The Reading and Northern system is not only made up of just Reading and Pennsylvania Railroad tracks, but also Central Railroad of New Jersey, Lehigh Valley, and Lehigh, New England. Believe it or not, SEPTA commuter trains used to run this line until 1983, when SEPTA finally decided to abandon diesel service and just focus on the electric lines. The track you see branching off to the left was once part of the Pennsylvania Railroad Schuylkill Division. This track was retained to serve some businesses. In the days of the Reading and the Pennsylvania Railroad, there wasn't a switch here connecting the two lines. The switch was actually installed by Conrail. Now for the real show. The 2102 has officially taken charge of the train to take us back to Schuylkill Haven. Well, that's it. Another successful run with the Reading 2102. Thanks for riding with me, and I'll see you in the next Benard production.